Thank you. Many years ago, when I was just a young girl and my country went to war, I was 17 when the war started in Liberia. I had just finished high school. And for 14 years, we went in circles. For 14 years, at that time, our population was 3 million. We were able, through the war, to kill 10% of our population. The Liberian War is documented as one of the worst civil wars in all of Africa. In those days, my idea and the concept of peace was let the wars stop. Peace for me was ending wars. 14 years later, myself and a group of women came together and we started a movement that today is recognized across the world as the work that the women and myself did, both Christian and Muslim women, is seen as one of the major contributors to ending the war. If you go on YouTube, there is a documentary called Pray the Devil Back to Hell. And it talks about the work that we did. Today, as I sit here, peace for me is not just the absence of war. Peace is the presence of conditions that give dignity to all. Peace is when everyone can have a warm bed, a meal to eat, when their rights are respected, when women and girls can exercise their rights, when people of other determination are not suppressed or oppressed. Peace is when might is not right. There are some nations in our world today, because they are mighty, whatever they do, they think is right. So peace is when every human being, you, myself, regardless of our color, regardless of our ethnicity, can have a life of dignity and respect.
我是为和平而生的人，我将和平视为我的人生使命，我会为宣传和平直到生命的最后一刻。欧洲有句言语叫做“音乐是上帝的语言”。这是我年轻的时候学音乐，我也学习到西方这个言语。音乐它确实具有超越语言、超越文化、直击心灵的功能因此我选择了用音乐来教导我们门派的僧人，也用音乐来弘扬我们门派的和平、善、爱。
Well, I don't necessarily have a question, but what I do have is a comment that what the Master has, a lot of us are looking for, and that is inner peace. Today, a lot of us are too busy to stop. We're in too many, there's no peace inside for a lot of people. And I think just his life and his legacy that really brings out that peace that everyone is fighting for is something that we all should follow. And I thank him for being that person in a world where there's so much crisis that he exhibits inner peace. That's the first thing. The second thing is that there are so many angry people in the world today. People are angry, people are sad. Happiness is so far away from everything that we do that he has dedicated his life to bringing music and dance and joy across culture. That is something that he will be remembered for. And I think he says that I've done some things, but I think he's done a lot more. And I pray that by the time I'm getting to 80, I will be this young and I'll look this good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Master Wule. Thank you to ICCS. Thank you to all of you for being here tonight. Today, I stand here with Pastor Wule to say thank you, because this orchestra is an embodiment of what we hope for in our world. An orchestra that comes from a different place, but is able to blend music from Italy to Spain to different parts of the world to bring joy and to spread peace. This is what our world needs. Our world needs spaces where we can come together, put our differences aside, and push for peace. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tonight you enjoy beautiful music. But I must say that it must not end here. That each and every one of us have a charge. And the charge is to go out and make our world a better place. Maybe it is to give someone a smile. Maybe it's to help a mother with her baby in the stroller up the stairs at the train station. Maybe it is to serve a hot meal in a hospital for old people. But what the world is asking of all of us is that we bring kindness, we bring compassion, we bring empathy back into our world so that we can make our world a better place. I will ask you all to do one thing before I take my leave. If you have your cell phone, please turn on the lights. For those of you who have turned on your lights and those of you who are still trying to get your phones, look around you. A minute ago, this room in the back was dark. 1 minute later, with all of our lights on, we are able to have light. What I intend to say to you is that each of you, like you have your cell phone light, has a light inside. And all you need to do in this dark world is to turn it on so that evil, wars, divisions, racism, all of the things that we are suffering in our world can come to an end. You have a light. I have a light. Master Wule has a light. May we shine our light bright to make our world a better place. I thank you all, and I thank you, Master Wule.